Breaking news out of Ottawa this Monday morning, and it's finally some good news. For many of you who have been struggling with home affordability, the Conservative Party of Canada came out with a huge announcement today. It's really good news. It's being embraced by so many people. But before I get into that, this good news for once, I want to bring up a little ask for you to help me do my job as a legislator in the world of Justin Trudeau's media bans. Many of you guys know that Justin Trudeau enacted media bans through Bills C-18, C-11, and it's really hard for me to get my message out to you because Justin Trudeau tries to censor Canadians at every turn, and things will get worse with Bill C-63, this massive censorship bill that we're fighting so hard against in Ottawa. So my ask to you is this: it's super simple. There's a link in the comments right now to my Substack, where I write long form articles for you guys so that you know what's happening in Ottawa, because the mainstream media doesn't necessarily report on everything that's happening in Ottawa, and because Justin Trudeau tries to censor things. So the link that's in the feed, in the comments right now, it's free to subscribe. It allows me to directly communicate with you. And the link that's in the comments is about a story involving Justin Trudeau's chief economic advisor, Mark Carney, who also wants to run for the Liberal leadership, but also has many ties to big corporations that have impacts on your lives. So have a read, click subscribe, please. It's something so simple that you can do, that you can help Conservatives fight back by subscribing so that I can directly communicate with you against Justin Trudeau's news bans. But what about the good news today? So moments ago, actually just over the course of the last hour or so, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre announced the following: that a Conservative government would axe the federal sales tax on new homes sold for under $1 million. So what this tax cut would mean is that it would save about $40,000 or approximately $2,200 a year in mortgage payments on an $800,000 house. Now, folks, we know that housing is completely unaffordable in Canada as it is. Those are big numbers because Justin Trudeau drove up the cost of housing through his inflationary deficit, just terrible mismanagement of the Canadian economy. We know this is a problem that Conservatives are going to have to fix. But one of the ways that we can do that in the short term is by removing the GST on new housing starts. We know that there's a lot of other things that we're going to have to do to lower the cost of living in Canada. But this announcement today should bring people a lot of hope, because it shows that there's a Conservative government, there's a government in waiting that intends to help lower taxes, lower the tax burden, as opposed to Justin Trudeau's Liberals that keep trying to raise taxes on Canadians. They keep raising the carbon tax every year. They keep raising taxes on all sorts of things. And you know, today Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre said, no, enough of this. A Conservative government, when elected, one of the first things that we would do outside of axing the carbon tax would be to eliminate the GST on new home builds that are under $1 million, because we know that is going to make a huge impact on Canadians who have, scrimped and saved and are struggling to put a down payment forward. It's going to make their mortgages a little bit more affordable. So there's also a lot of positive coverage of this announcement, even in the few hours or the hour or so it's been out there. A lot of experts are saying that this will actually spur the development of new home builds in Canada. Some saying that it'll create, many tens of thousands of new homes being built every year, which of course we know in Canada, to lower home prices, we also need to increase supply. So this is a common sense Conservative tax cut being announced by Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre this Monday in Ottawa. I'd ask you to share this video, help me get the news out, because we know that the mainstream media doesn't cover these announcements of Conservatives the same way that they cover, let's say, American politics, right? We see a lot of Canadian mainstream media outlets covering American politics as opposed to these types of announcements, which make your life easier. So share this video. It's good news out of Ottawa. Obviously, there's a lot of things that a Conservative government would have to do to axe taxes, fix the budget, fix crime. We know that there's a lot of things that we're going to have to do to lower the cost of living. But this isn't a concrete example of how a Conservative government led by future Prime Minister Pierre Poilievre would immediately seek to make life more affordable for you. And regardless of how you vote, should be good, welcome news. It is a concrete solution on how to make life more affordable. So share this video. And guys, as I said at the front end of this video, if you click the link that's in the comments, that Substack, that long form article about this that I wrote last week, telling you about what's happening on this file that's involving Mark Carney. If you click subscribe on that, it's completely free. It allows me to directly communicate with you, keep you apprised of what's going in Ottawa, and we're kind of resisting Justin Trudeau's censorship agenda when you guys do that. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this video. We'll come to you with more details on what else is happening across the country as this week in Parliament unfolds. But working hard for you in Ottawa this Monday morning with some good news on the tax front. Have a great day.